iRide is a smart saddle pad and mobile app that makes hidden pressure and balance data visible, helping riders improve performance while supporting horse comfort and welfare. Hello, I'm Trisha Crouch, and I was responsible for hardware, firmware, and mobile feature development. My work included building the pressure sensor matrix, developing the firmware sensor scanning pipeline, designing the BLE frame protocol, and implementing the ride share feature in the app.
Good riding depends on balance, but balance is not always easy to judge in real time. A rider may feel that something is slightly off, but it could be difficult to clearly see how pressure is actually being distributed while the horse is moving. Over time, that can affect rider performance, saddle fit decisions, and horse comfort. At the same time, tools that measure pressure and balance already exist, but they are often expensive, specialized, and not realistic for everyday riders. That means useful information is available, but not always accessible to the people who could benefit from it the most. And iRide was built to help close that gap. Our system combines a smart saddle pad with a mobile app that makes pressure and balance data visible in a way that is practical and easy to understand. During a ride, riders can receive live feedback about how their weight is distributed. After the ride, they can review summaries, compare sessions, and share useful results with trainers or veterinarians. To show how that works in a realistic setting, let's follow Andy's story. Andy has been working with her horse, Cedar, who has had some back discomfort. After a recent vet visit, Andy wants better information about what might be contributing to the issue. She has also recently had a new saddle fitted and wants to compare it with the old one to see whether saddle fit may have been part of the problem. Using iRide, she can update Cedar's information, track a ride with live feedback, compare results across rides, and share the analysis with her vet afterward. Now let's see how that looks in practice.
Hello, I'm Abby Blatter. I led UI design and testing for the project, focusing on creating an engaging user experience and ensuring smooth integration across the codebase. Now, when Andy gets into the app, this is the first thing that she'll see. She's able to quickly start a new ride if that's her goal. She can also get some insights on how her rides have been going this week, as well as some AI-generated suggestions on ways that she can improve. She can also get information on her most recent ride. That ride was with Cedar, and it kind of gives some quick balance scores just at a glance. But as Kyle mentioned, her purpose is to add a new saddle. So she's going to go to her barn, which is this icon at the bottom. Here she has her horse, she has her riders, and now we're going to add a new saddle. This saddle is called the King Series. It's a Western saddle, so we don't need to update that. And it was last fitted today. Now we're going to add our saddle. Perfect. Everything else looks good. Now we're also going to go to her profile before she starts the ride. Let's go to our settings. Here we're going to go to notification preferences. Now these are the notifications that will occur during a ride so that she doesn't always have to be looking down at her phone and kind of judge by herself what needs to change. So I want to keep the notifications and I want to keep the audio cues, but I want to make sure that they're going to be loud enough, so I'm going to test it fast.
Nudge, shift weight left.
Perfect. And these only occur if she's off balance. So now let's back out. And let's go to home. Now we can start our ride. Okay, we're going to connect to our iRide pad. We're going to make sure that we select all the perfect things for this ride. So we're using our King Series saddle. Andy's the rider. We're using the Weaver saddle pad. And we're going to start our ride. So far, Andy is staying up pretty balanced, but this heat map would change if she were to move. And since it's balanced, she's balanced. She's not being annoyed with any unnecessary notifications. Those only come when you're off balance. Okay, that's a good ride. So now we're going to stop it and ride. We're going to add into our title that it was the first ride with a fitted saddle. Just so when we look back at our records, we're able to have all the information we might need. Now we're going to save it. Okay, perfect. So here's the information about all the things that we had on our ride. Here's our balance score and our pressure distribution. It's looking really good, which is very exciting. We have our performance by gait, which is sometimes difficult when somebody is indoors and not actually on a horse to get data for. Okay, so we want to share this with our vet. This is information we want to share with our vet to let them see how we're doing with our new saddle. So we're going to go to share. We're going to quickly go to work so you don't see that. We're going to go here. Perfect. We already have them in. We're going to say today's ride. And it's going to send a graphic of what our ride summary looks like. Okay, but now let's go to analyze. We want to be able to look and see how our other rides work with the other saddle. So we can come down, we can see we've gone on 9 rides. We haven't gone on many rides or other days this week. Otherwise, if we'd gone on a ride on Tuesday, we'd have our average score there. Our average balance is pretty good. We spent most of our time walking. Okay, now let's compare saddles. So looks like our overall score with our new fitted saddle is much better than our old saddle. But we've spent more time on our old saddle, so we'll have to see if that continues like that. We can get some AI insights. Okay. We can see other rides this week. Oh, this one's a low one. I'm going to click on it and see kind of what happened. Okay, we were with a different saddle. Oh, look at that pressure distribution. Yeah, that wasn't very good. And we can watch the heat map. We can speed it up if it's a long one. Looks like Andy was really far forward during that ride. Okay, and it was only during a walk. Interesting. Now, other ways that we can get that same information is if we go to history and if we want to look at other rides throughout the week. But that was a good ride and it's been a good day. So now Andy's going to go and she's going to add a photo. Going to add a photo of Cedar and with his new fitted saddle.
Hello, I'm Jason Chang. I was responsible for mobile and system development at iRide. I led the implementation of real-time pressure heat map rendering and Bluetooth data synchronization logic. iRide's technical architecture consists of an integration of hardware, mobile, and cloud components. An ESP32 microcontroller is used for data collection, and the collected data is transmitted via Bluetooth Low Energy to React Native-based mobile app. The backend system is designed to efficiently manage user profiles and write session data using Supabase. The core of the hardware is custom pressure sensor metrics constructed by interweaving copper tape and Velocity. The ESP32 scans the analog signals generated by the 24x24 grid structure and converts them into digital data, which serves as a foundation for precisely capturing changes in the rider's center of gravity. We utilize the Skia engine and GPU acceleration for real-time visualization. To increase the resolution of the raw data, we apply the bilinear upsampling technique. And to ensure a smooth user experience, even on mobile devices, we optimize the system to maintain a consistent rendering performance of at least 30 frames per second. To ensure stable data transmission during long riding sessions, we design our own custom binary format. By applying gzip comparison and frame delta encoding, we reduce data traffic by 70%, enabling lag-free real-time feedback within the Bluetooth bandwidth. Our team adhered the systematic software engineering practices. We managed over 200 issues using GitLab and underwent rigorous code review process. We also established CI/CD pipeline to operate an automated testing and deployment environment, thereby ensuring the software's stability and quality.
Thank you for your time. iRide was created to make pressure and balance data visible in a way that is practical, accessible, and useful for everyday riders. Over the course of this project, we built a complete system that combines custom sensing hardware, BLE communication, real-time mobile heat maps, corrective feedback, ride history, playback, and shareable insights. By doing that, we showed how technology can turn hidden pressure data into actionable information that supports rider performance, better equipment decisions, and horse welfare. Thank you.